Hello everybody. Oh my goodness. This beginning part of the week is probably my favorite now that I'm like incorporating more planning into my channel. And we're getting ready to prep for May soon. So if you're new and you have not subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Hit that red subscribe button down below and all of the things. And then if you want more updates on my planner and my plans and all that stuff, you can always check me out over on Instagram at creatinginchaos_official. So if you're not following me there, what are you waiting for? Anyway, shameless self-promotion out of the way. First thing, so we are doing a dashboard plan with me today for my work life, and we're going to be using these beautiful stickers. I love this sticker book. I'm so excited that A Spoonful of Faith is back with this beautiful and brave collection. Like, I'm obsessed. Okay, so let's go to my work section. And this week, okay, it's a kind of a weird week. So I don't have like a ton of meetings on the books necessarily, but I do have a lot of what I would consider like behind the scenes things. So I have a lot of like work to do because next week I will be, so we're starting to kind of like collect more data and talk about that in more depth now as a team. We had been kind of just trying to find our footing. Like I'm relatively new to the, I guess not anymore. Now I'm not really new anymore, but before I was pretty new to the team and like just to the company in general. But we are in a new, and if you don't know, so if you are new, I'll back up for a second. What I do is I work in social media marketing. I work fully remotely, so my company is based back east and I work fully remotely, and I'm like a team of one. So I do all of the content creation and all of the strategy. And then I also meet with our ad agency as well. We have an ad agency that kind of takes care of the paid portion. And then I believe we have someone else who does like the email marketing. Like usually I feel like the email kind of goes in with the social, or like somebody handling that kind of goes with that team as well. But I really just focus on like content creation for a couple of products that we have, and then working on the social strategy, and then working on like converting the social stuff to like kind of our end result or our goals. I don't necessarily want to share what that is because I don't know how much I can talk about as far as like details about what I do for work. So long story short, that is what I do. And so I use the dashboard planner because I feel like it works really well for like social media type things. So now I do social things in my personal life, and then I also do social in my like professional life. So, and if you are also new to my like journey, I feel like I say this every time, but my story has so many twists and turns and all the things that is so new. But I am a former educator. I was a teacher for 12 years and left education last year to pursue social media in the professional environment. So that's what I do now. So yeah, kind of just jumping right in. I only have, again, just a few meetings to put on here, and this week I think I'm going to be focusing on using my planner more as like a list making tool. I'm going to have a lot of space for decor. That's what that means. Oh goodness. Okay, so I'm going to put this fun quote over here on the bottom. So be who you were created to be. We're going to put that one on the bottom here. I love this message. This is so pretty. And okay, so I, again, like I said, have been in my position now for just about a year. So I left teaching last year and I am in a new position this year. And I think like the biggest transition was like in teaching, I just feel like I was so overly micromanaged all the time. And I hate to say that too, because like I really did have great administrators the last couple of years, but just the system as a whole, I don't think gives you a lot of like professional freedom and trust, honestly. Like I hate to say it that way, but there's just not a lot of trust for the teachers. But that was like the biggest like transition going into the corporate world. Like they're like, okay, you're the expert, so you're just gonna do all the things, right? Like you're just gonna take care of it. And I think in the beginning I was like asking and like you know, is this okay? And they're like, well, sure, like you tell us if that's okay, like you're the expert. Yeah, that was like my biggest thing as I was kind of moving into this role. So yeah, I really love it. I like the company that I work for. I like the people that I work with. Yeah, so things are going really well. Again, about to hit that year mark. So I have had like one full review. So at my 6-month mark was like the time when we would go into like our yearly reviews, and things went really well with that for me. So I think that this is a good fit. I still like struggle a lot with like imposter syndrome. And I don't know, like if any of you are in new positions, let me know if you struggle with this too. But like, I still constantly feel like I'm like, are they gonna find out that I'm like actually not very good at this? Like, I don't know. I struggle with that. I even struggle with that here. Like if I'm being totally transparent, which that's just what I do here. I just struggle a lot with like, oh man, I don't even know who watches my videos. Like, I don't know why people would watch them. This is what happens in the mind of an anxious person, I think. But yeah, I think that has like the most to do with it, is like the anxiety stuff. So yeah, that's just a little insight there. But for me, I think things are going really well, and I continue to have to like tell myself that things are going really well. I really enjoy everybody, like I said, everybody that I work with. It's hard to like talk about work because I don't know exactly what I'm sharing and like okay to share and all of that. Never really like had that conversation, so I try to be really careful, just like I was, you know, with teaching and that kind of thing. Just vague until I know better. Okay, I think I am actually going to use this. So I have 2 meetings on Monday, one in the morning and one in the afternoon, and then the middle of the day is like for me. And then on Thursday we have a company-wide meeting, and I think that that is kind of that's going to be like how I label it in here. But really that is everything that I have. I think what I'll do is for Tuesday and Friday I will put down some like flags, like a couple of different little flags, so I can either write them, you know, I can write things that I need to do or places I need to be or meetings I need to attend, or I can just use them as like reminder spaces. So I think that is what I will do. I think this is going to be probably like a very short plan with me. I feel like I say that sometimes though, and then it ends up being like 20 minutes long still. But I just don't have that much to put in this planner, which has me questioning a little bit. Like, do I need a full planner for work? Okay, here's my full transparent thought process. And I know there's so many of you that love me and the dashboard, and I love it too. I just bought the Spoonful of Faith dashboard, and I would love every excuse to be able to use it. But I wonder if going into the monthly planner for my personal social media as well as work would be a better option. The question that I have there is, am I going to get things confused? Is it going to be like too jumbled? I just feel like a lot of the tasks are so similar, which is the main reason why I'm kind of like questioning, like, I don't know. I want to stay in the dashboard. So give me every excuse that I can to stay in the dashboard if you have them. But that's just kind of where my head has been at. I don't want to let it go, but I wonder if it's like too much planner for me. I don't know though, so we'll have to see. Okay, now on to the fun part, like just moving right along from that, moving away from that conversation. And I don't know, like I don't want anybody to be missing anything as well. Like here's the people pleaser in me. I don't want anybody to be like, man, I really loved this thing that she did on her channel and now she doesn't do it anymore, because I've been on the receiving end of that, you know? And sometimes I just want my favorite creators to make the things that I like, and I totally get that. And that's like something that I love too. I love creating things that you guys love. So I don't know, it's a tricky spot for sure, but I also don't want to create things like inauthentically either. So I guess we'll see. We shall definitely see, but I'm going to do everything I can to stay in the dashboard because I do love it. I love it so much. It's like, it's one of my favorite things. So yeah, well, tell me how your week is going. Like, I know it's the beginning of the week, but if you're watching this video later, like, how was your Monday? What are you looking forward to this week? Like, I feel like I'm always here talking, but I would love to do some more listening. So let me know in the comments, like, what you're up to. Let me know what things are in your planner this week. If you are someone that goes to work or works a full-time job, let me know how that's going. Yeah, so there's that. And then, so I've talked also a little bit about this, but so on the weekends, I've considered like taking on some, this is crazy, I feel like, just like one more thing to add to my to-do list, but I've considered taking on some other social media clients on the weekend. Yeah, and I think that would be really fun, but I just don't know like how busy I will be with that. But that's just like something I've been like toying around with, and I got a message on LinkedIn kind of asking me more details for, you know, working with a client potentially. So that may be something that I am looking into in the near future. I would have to just double check, like with, of course, you know, full-time job and that kind of thing, to make sure that I'm not like, I don't know, I don't want to step on anyone's toes. And of course my priority goes to the full-time job, of course, 100%. So I definitely don't want to do anything to jeopardize that 100%. But I'm also quite interested in the idea of like having a client, because I've never done, I've done my own social media, but I've never done like social media for somebody that's not like in a company. You know what I mean? So that's something I'm toying around with the idea. Ooh, I thought I was going to sneeze, but I did not. I am going to put this beautiful sticker here. And look at that. We're just putting all the quotes together. Like, I'm totally branching out on things, but my weekends in this planner, that's the other thing. Okay, so here's the other thing. Like, I'm bouncing all over the place, but hopefully you guys, you guys know the drill. The other thing is, like, I don't plan anything on the weekends in this planner. And so that I feel like, you know, of course that can be another decorative space. We all love another decorative space. So don't get me wrong. I just wonder, like, is that like space that could be better used for something, you know, because I am pretty much like functional first if I can be, and I just don't know if the dashboard is giving me what I'm looking for in my professional life. So again, totally open to feedback, and I don't want to take something away that is going to be like, oh man, we don't want to watch this channel anymore. Like, if this is something that you guys love and you come here for, but then like on the other side of that, I want to be completely authentic and like make sure that I'm planning the best way that I can that is like super functional for me. So it's just tough. I don't want to do all of that, but that's just something I'm considering. Nobody panic. Don't go into panic mode. I don't want to take the dashboard away at all. That is not something that I want to do. It's just something that I may have to consider, kind of depending on like what my planning style kind of evolves into. So that's kind of that for right now. But yeah, let me know all of your feedback down below. That will definitely help me in my decision making. And then if any of you work like even in just like a corporate setting, not even like in the same role that I'm in, and you use a dashboard planner, I would love to be tagged in some of your like Instagram posts if you share them, and like kind of know how you are doing things. Yeah, so I would just love to know like how that goes for you, how things are working out, all of that good stuff. So yeah, let me know. Let me know how that is going for you. Okay, and then I think I want to put one more of these gorgeous, gorgeous girls. I love the hand. I think I'm gonna do the hand because it also has similar flowers to over here. And then maybe we'll put like a little functional box here, and then we'll put something here that's functional. That could be cool. So yeah, that's kind of where my head is at with planning. I feel like I'm always evolving, and I feel like that's the best way to be in your planner, is constantly like evolving and changing and, you know, growing. But sometimes that's hard, like when you're sharing all of your things, because, you know, there's a certain like responsibility as a creator for, you know, producing content and that kind of thing. But I don't ever want making content or what have you to get in the way of, you know, my functional planning style, space, that kind of thing. So just been thinking about a lot of things, but definitely want to make sure that I'm keeping true to what you guys need as well. So maybe there's a good way that we can all kind of meet in the middle. Okay, so, oh my gosh, and we're at like 16 minutes already. Shorter than usual, but still kind of a long one. Okay, so that's what she's looking like for now. I think it's so stinking cute. Oh my gosh, I love Spoonful of Faith art. She's so pretty. Okay, so, and like, I just love the look of a dashboard that's all decorated and cute. Like, I love it. Okay, so let me go ahead and do the pen and all of that, and then I will see you guys back at the end.
You don't think before you act. There's something really off about that. Can't you see the problem with just caring about yourself? Maybe you should try to do something for someone else. You gotta give a little, just to get a little. Gotta give a little, just to. There's something about you. You don't care about what you do. You gotta give a little, just to get a little, or you'll never find success. If you don't give a little, just to get a little, no one's gonna hold.
Okay, everybody. Let's take a look at how she looks with some pen. Oh, she's so pretty. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Oh my gosh. So just looking at like my decorated dashboard has me second guessing everything that I told you. Oh man, decisions. But let me know, like, are you here for dashboard planning? Like, is that something that you enjoy watching? Or do you like the vertical planning, or would you like to see a monthly? Like, that will definitely help me to make my decision. Ultimately, I will make the decision that's best for me and best for my planning style, but I definitely want to make sure that you all are heard since I share and I get you all excited about things that I share. So yeah, that is that. So thank you so much for watching. If you're new here, again, we talked about this at the top of the video, but you can definitely hit that red subscribe button. My name is Caitlin, and I would love to have you here with us. You can also turn on your bell notifications and like and leave a comment. All of those things are free ways that you can help this channel. I appreciate all of those things, and I am going to work on responding to comments more. I really need to. I'm literally the worst, but I need to work on responding because I miss talking to you guys. So anyways, thank you for doing all of that. And if you are one of my current followers, thank you so much for all of your love and support. Here's your internet hug for the day. And if you'd like to find me anywhere else, again, we talked about this at the beginning, but you can find me over on Instagram at creatinginchaos_official. Something I did not share with you though is that you can also find me on a podcast that I co-host called Spiced Chaos. So I co-host that podcast with my bestie Leanne, and all of the links are linked down below, and we are so excited to have you as a listener. We are also on Spice Chaos Podcast on Instagram if you'd like to check us out there. So you can definitely follow in all of those places. And then if you are shopping any of your favorite planner brands, including the Happy Planner as well as others, you can check out the coupon codes and affiliate links that I have in my description box down below and use those as you are shopping around for your planner things. So thanks in advance for doing that. And by the way, you guys, have fun today.